Welcome to the Practically Speaking podcast. I'm back. It's your host, Marieno. It has been some exciting things that have been happening, some things that have kind of shifted me, some things that are on the horizon, some things that God is just doing something new. And speaking of new, as you see, it's a different set. We got some different things coming with the podcast. I'm excited. Woo, woo, I'm excited. Yeah, so I love my new set. If you can't, I don't have it full frame right now because it's a couch. So you know what that means? That's conversation. It's just a new aroma on the podcast, and so everything has been going great. I have no complaints, and so I just really want to jump right in this because I haven't had a conversation with you all in a long time. And so today I want to talk about when self-reflection becomes unhealthy. Sometimes your self-reflection is unhealthy. And so we all kind of know what self-reflection is. It's kind of when you're taking inventory of your thoughts, you're taking inventory of things around you and how you're interacting with those things. And y'all know I'm always self-reflecting. I'm always trying to see where God is possibly talking. I'm trying to see what God is trying to do, or I'm just trying to make sure that I'm walking in such a fashion that I'm reflecting Christ in my everyday. So I do a lot of reflecting. It's not this thing that I don't know about. But here's the thing. The problem. Last week, I found myself really engaged in my thoughts about what's next and how is it going to work? What is it going to look like? And what if this doesn't work? And what if that doesn't work? And I'm about to start my doctoral, and am I ready for that? Is it going to be heavy work? And how do I navigate that? And am I ready? Am I supposed to be there? All of these things started to overwhelm me. And I didn't get sad. I didn't get anxious. I didn't get worried. It's just, it consumed my thoughts. And so this past week, while I was in prayer, the Lord came and kind of just sent this vision. I don't think I ever have a conversation with you all about visions on this podcast, but I want to talk about it today. So one of the things that God speaks to me through is visions or dreams. And so this particular day, while I was in prayer, I closed my eyes and I just began to see multiple TV sets. And each television set had a different news segment on it. It was like it was flashing through a news segment. One TV was showing a different news channel, another TV was showing another news channel, and they were flickering through, and it was like a roll of them. And so I immediately realized that the Lord was saying that we have become infatuated with ourselves. That the TVs were representative, and the news segments was saying that we're so surrounded and so inundated with ourselves and what's happening around us that there is no possible way that we are clearly hearing what God is saying in our life. And the reality is, I couldn't fight that, because then what he did in that moment is led me back down to last week, and I started reflecting back over how my thought life was just so saturated with what's going on with me. What's going to happen next with me? And how do I know that I can handle it? And the I and the me and all of this stuff. I realized that my thoughts were overly saturated about me. And so This is where self-reflection becomes unhealthy. And I know we've heard self-reflect, and it's great. Yes, you should self-reflect, but I think what happens when it becomes a problem, when there is no boundaries around it, when it becomes the only thing that you do, and you begin to become consumed by it, and you don't know how to move beyond it. And sometimes we don't even realize that we have this unhealthy urge of self-reflection. And so that's what this vision showed me. And it kind of just helped me see the problem that I have going on, and the things that are happening with me. And so I like to kind of anchor all these things in the scripture. You already know the flow of this. And so the scripture that the Lord was kind of dealing with me with is in Deuteronomy, the Old Testament. Yeah. I've been in the Old Testament for a good bit. And the Old Testament is very interesting when you start to really like read and listen, and you're reading how Moses came with all these laws. It's just a really interesting book. And I know sometimes you'll get like, man, what do I need to know about what to do with the cattle and the land and all of this? And yeah, but it's so God. It's so many nuggets inside the Old Testament. But this was in Deuteronomy. So Deuteronomy 6:4 says, "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is near. The Lord is the one." Let's repeat that again because I said that wrong. "Hear, O Israel, the Lord our God, the Lord is one." So when I read this scripture, the only thing that stuck out to me, the only thing, was here. So in that moment, I realized that sometimes our unchecked self-reflection becomes the space where we're only hearing about ourselves. That we're so inundated about what's affecting me that I only hear my inner voice. I only hear my thoughts. I only hear the things that affect me. But the scripture right here was kind of a redirect or a refocus back on what's necessary for us. And basically, in this particular verse, it's getting us back to hearing what's necessary, hearing what matters. And I'm not saying to neglect the things in your life, the things that you are concerned about. Because here's the thing, this is not a bad thing in it of itself, but it's more of a thing to be conscious about, to recognize, to make sure that I am governing it in such a way that it is healthy. And so to hear, O Israel, is to say, hear what I'm saying. You're hearing a whole lot of other things, and these things are taking over what I'm possibly trying to show you. And so it could be that everything that you are worrying about or concerned about, that I have the answer for it. I just want you to hear me. Sometimes hearing all the other things overwhelms us such to a place that then it can develop worry and anxiety and fear, because you're rehearsing the same things. What's happening in my life. And when you begin to rehearse the same things inwardly, it will at some point begin to spring forth fruit of anxiety, fruit of worry, fruit of fear. And so this was a redirect for me. And I think it's a redirect for us. It's realizing that we must be conscious about how we're self-reflecting. That it doesn't become the thing that is directing or guiding or steering our emotions in such a way that we're so focused inwardly. Another thing that I've kind of been praying about, my prayer is that you would experience the same thing, is that God will give me like a 3D vision. What am I saying about that? 3D vision is basically, I want to see the things that I can't see. I want to be able to notice the things that I can't see. I want to see all around me, because I think sometimes we are so focused inwardly or in our own little sphere of just trying to make it through the next day that we're missing all of the other things around us. And so sometimes you can get caught off guard like that. And so it's my desire that I can see 360. There is a 360 camera that is out, and it shows you everything around you. And I want to be able to see life like that. And that is a discernment thing. It is not being so occupied inwardly to only what's affecting me, but that I can see what's affecting my wife, what's affecting our children, what's affecting my coworkers, what's affecting my classmates. All of these things, I want to be able to see what I can't see. And so, again, self-reflection is not a bad thing, but it becomes unhealthy when there's no boundaries to it, and you're so occupied about how things are individually only affecting you. And there's no way that you can hear God in the midst of those things if you are not allowing in a space for Him to show you His fingerprints in the midst of your self-reflection. So it's like I had to come to the realization that it's okay to be concerned about things in my life, but I have to leave room for God to be God in the things that I don't fully understand. And I am not saying that this is an easy thing, but what I am saying, that when you leave space for God to be God in the midst of your life situations, you don't have to carry as much as you think. And so it's okay to think about it. Oh, I got this happening. But leave it there. I think what happens with us is we try to carry it. We try to harness it. We try to look at it from every angle. We try to figure this out, figure that out, move this over here, move that over there. And I think that's where it becomes unhealthy. And so God is just like sitting back like, yes, as soon as you kind of just step back away from it, maybe you could see it a little clearer. Because there was an instance where I was thinking about some things last week, and I did get kind of worried and frustrated about it. But then I got quiet. I got really quiet, and the Lord was like, "Yeah, this is just a faith test," was what I'm doing. Like you're getting all up in arms about it, and it's just a faith test. I've already taken you through one. You've already been through many faith tests. You've actually already been through one just like this. So this is you are allowing yourself to be overwhelmed by it, and you really shouldn't. So we got to be conscious of that within our self-reflection, that we have created a healthy boundaries that help us to establish what is ours and what is not, and what it belongs to God. There are some things that we have no control over, and that being time. We don't know what the next day holds. It is just a blessing that we are able to wake up to see the next day. And I think that sometimes in prayer, we are praying about God doing something new, that we don't even realize that because He woke you up the next day, it's a new day. So the new thing was just the day. But sometimes we're so caught up in expecting God to do something outside or something miraculous that we don't even realize, that we're overlooking the newness that's right in front of us. And there is a scripture that says, I'm doing something new and it's right before you. Don't you see it? Don't you perceive it? It's a new day. A new day means I have a clean slate, that nothing is recycled from the day before. I have the ability to do something different. I can think differently about a situation. I can respond differently about a situation. It's a new day. So God is doing a new thing every morning. He wakes you up. And once we get to the realization and stop overlooking these simple things that really hold heavy weight, you'll kind of respond to life a little differently. And that's what this whole conversation is about today, that self-reflection is a healthy thing, but it becomes unhealthy when it's all about me, when it consumes me so much that I can't even hear what God possibly wants to say. So hear, O Israel, hear, O Israel, that the Lord is near, the Lord is one. The Lord is near, the Lord is one. So I wanted to share that with you all as we are starting out in something new. And I'm slinging the word new around a lot because I think the more you speak it, the more you start manifesting things in your life. And I'm enjoying the new. Every morning, it's been my prayer to take the day by its neck. Say, there's something new that's going to happen today. I might have responded this way yesterday. I might have did this yesterday, but I'm going to do something new today. I'm going to experience God in a new way today. And that's my prayer for you. And so I just want you all to be self-aware. Self-aware at where God is moving in your life. Here's the thing. I've said a million times. We are moving into season 4. We're three seasons down, season 4, and I've said it in multiple episodes that my desire and what I believe that I'm called to do for the kingdom is to see people healed, whole, and free. And how is that possible? I think that is possible by what I've already gone through. And it is my hope that people come to know the God that met me, the Father that met me, the healer that met me, the restorer that met me, the redeemer, the refuge, the strength, the peace, the provider, the wisdom, the clarity, the understanding. That's the God that I want everyone to meet. And I think oftentimes he's walking right alongside of us, and life is just speaking a little louder. But I'm here to tell you that he's bigger than that. So hear, silence the noise. Again, self-reflection is not a bad thing, but it becomes unhealthy when it's all about you. And you can't see past that. And you can't hear nothing outside of what you're hearing, you telling yourself. So listen, I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Stay near, man. Subscribe, man. We got some things coming, man. I truly do got some things coming for you all. And I need y'all to stay locked in. I know I've been missing for a minute, but it was all worth it. It was all worth it, and I can't wait to see y'all on the next. So be blessed, and we will catch you on the next episode.